The Little Squirrel Who Forgot His Rules.
Once upon a time in a tall treehouse, high up in the branches of a big oak tree, lived a little squirrel named Sammy. Sammy had a long, bushy tail that he liked to flick when he was excited, and he had the wiggliest nose in the whole forest. He used his wiggly nose to smell all the yummy foods his mom cooked for him, like sweet, red strawberries. Eating strawberries was Sammy's favorite thing in the whole wide world. One morning, Sammy woke up before sunrise. He jumped out of bed and ran to the window. Today was a very special day. It was Sammy's first day at the forest school. He was so excited. His mom had taught him all the rules before he started school. Don't jump on the tables, listen to the teacher, and be kind to your friends. Sammy put on his new backpack and grabbed his lunchbox. Then he raced out the door to go to school. On the way, he skipped through the trees. He saw his friend, Leo the bear, and ran to give him a big hug. But his long, fluffy tail accidentally knocked Leo's lunchbox to the ground. "Oh, sorry," Sammy said quickly. They picked up the lunchboxes and continued walking to school. When they got to the classroom, Sammy saw his teacher, Mrs. Owl. Mrs. Owl had big glasses perched on her beak and a very wise face. Sammy sat down at his little desk. The first lesson was about drawing a nice, round apple. Sammy loved to draw. He drew an apple with a stem and 3 little leaves on top. "Very good, Sammy," said Mrs. Owl. Then it was time for show and tell. One of Sammy's friends, a little rabbit, hopped onto the table with a drawing. "I drew an apple," he said proudly. But Sammy gasped. He looked at his drawing. The little rabbit had drawn a purple apple. "Apples are not purple," Sammy said. He giggled loudly. The little rabbit's ears drooped down sadly. Mrs. Owl looked at Sammy. She didn't say a word, but her big eyes looked sad. Sammy suddenly remembered his mother's rule. Be kind to your friends. His heart felt a little heavy. Sammy looked at the little rabbit. He had a great idea. "Wow," he said. "A purple apple. That's a very special apple. It's magical." The rabbit's ears perked up, and he smiled a big smile. After that, Sammy and the rabbit became best friends. At lunchtime, Mrs. Owl said, "It's time for lunch, everyone. Remember to share with your friends." Sammy opened his lunchbox. Inside was his favorite, a big, yummy strawberry. Sammy saw that Leo, the bear, only had a small berry. He remembered his mom's rules about sharing. Sammy's heart felt warm and fuzzy. He walked over to Leo and offered him half of his big, yummy strawberry. "Here, Leo," he said. "Sharing is more fun than eating alone." Leo's face lit up with a big smile. "Thank you, Sammy. You're the best," he said. They ate the strawberry together and laughed. After lunch, the whole class went outside to play. Sammy saw the big slide. It looked so much fun. He wanted to be the first one to slide down. He ran to the slide, but he saw a long line of his friends waiting patiently. He remembered his mother's rule about waiting for his turn. Sammy sighed. Waiting was not fun. But he walked to the back of the line and waited his turn. When it was his turn, he smiled and gave a friendly wave to his friends. Then he slid down, 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 and landed with a soft thud on the ground. After school, Sammy walked home with Leo. He told his mom about his day. "I almost forgot my rules, Mom," he said. But I remembered just in time. His mom gave him a big, warm hug. "That's what being smart is all about, my little bunny," she said. "You remember the rules, even when it's hard to follow them." That night, Sammy snuggled into his bed. He didn't just have a full tummy from dinner. His heart was full too. He was a kind, brave, and smart little squirrel, and he couldn't wait for his next day at school.
Did you enjoy Sammy the Little Squirrel Who Forgot His Rules? Let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe to English Echo so you don't miss our next story. Sweet dreams.